that's why I appreciate you bringing it up, because like you were saying, the difference between called and chosen. It's like when people get ashamed that they have the disbelief, and they have those periods of time where their faith is wavering. But it's like, it's back to what you said, that opens up for God to be able to reveal himself to you. You know what I'm saying? So it's key. Like, it's almost like it's key to have those moments.
Yeah.
Like, because you can't expect your walk or your relationship with God to grow if you don't fully, like, you don't come to God and ask him to reveal things to you. You know, and people just be ashamed. They just feel like, God is just, you can't test God.
No.
You know, you gotta.
That's a dictator.
Yeah,
God's not a
like,
dictator.
He's not a dictator.
Right.
On the same note, like you was just talking about how, like, you can go into these dark places. You say my word would be a lamp unto your feet. So God takes you into dark places. You only need a lamp when it's dark.
Yeah.
You understand? And so you being backed by the
And that
word,
light.
you can that's your light in these dark. You are the light in dark places. People, I feel like we get. I was saying this previously, but I feel like we get caught up on the fantasy of religion and not the reality of religion or what God is. Right? God is a God who heals, but people still get sick. People die, but God can, bring back to life, or whatever the case is. It's like we like to think that, if like you say, once you got baptized and you really got on your walk, it got harder.
Way harder.
The fantasy of that is, once I get baptized, my life is going to be cookies and cake. Like, no, bro. Now the enemy really wants you.
Yeah.
Like, he wanted to get you, really break
Especially
you off
if
of
God
that.
got a divine purpose.
Yeah,
for his life.
exactly.
He want to stop that at any cost. It's like,
Exactly.
now you his op.
Yeah.
You literally
Like,
just made
you
him
literally his
officially
op, bro.
his
Like,
op.
he's like, oh, bro, you're on the home team? Nah, bro.
Yeah.
Nah,
Which
bro.
is so crazy for him to think that he can win. He don't win.
He
God is
knows he
undefeated.
can't. He know he ain't gonna win, but it's just like, bro, I'm gonna go down to the last second. I'm gonna go down fighting, bro. Like, it's like, okay, bro.
The moxie on him, that guy.
Okay, like, do your thing.
That's
but
very arrogant. That's
yeah,
very
arrogant. Yeah,
that spirit.
Yeah.
Wow, revelation.
Yeah.
That's a very arrogant spirit to
Yeah,
think that,
yeah.
I'm a
And that's the opposite of what we're supposed to be.
Yeah.
humble.
Yeah.
Humble. It's a humble spirit. It's a low spirit. It's a servant spirit.
Exactly.
I'm gonna lay out for God. I'm gonna get on my knees. I'm gonna get on this floor.
Yeah, bro. I stayed on my knees, bro.
And you think
Pause.
about
No
it,
diddy.
and you think about it just like worldly people, I'm just saying, like, people who are deeply rooted in the world, they do have that arrogance. Like, everybody wants to outshine somebody. Everybody wants to be better or have more followers or more
And what
influence.
Does it matter, though?
Yeah,
It doesn't matter.
it don't matter.
Like,
It doesn't make any
What
sense.
do it
but-
cost for a man to gain the world but to
and
lose
lose
his
his
soul?
bro. Like,
Exactly.
I had to
Exactly.
I had
All
to
this
realize-
is gonna be gone.
yeah,
Like,
I had to realize that as a Christian man, bro. Like,
Right.
I like sneakers. I like my Mustangs. I call it Ferrari. But what does it matter, bro?
I think it's a very thin line, because God also said, you can have more and more abundant, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I think it's not for us to be all prosperity preachers.
Yeah.
Like how you say people don't use the word of God to manipulate it. And like you was talking about, like the people of Hindu, like you find something that cater to you. So if you wanted to praise the Lord of the Earrings, then you praise the Lord of the Rings or whatever it is. Like you're gonna find something for you. So don't cherry pick God for you.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't say, "Oh, I'm a God is about prosperity, so now all I'm is money." It's like, no, that's one of the many attributes that comes with walking this walk.
Yeah.
He don't want us to be poor, but he wants us to be abundant. But he wants you to be humble and abundant. He wants you to to be caring and giving and loving. Like don't. Like, okay, well, God said this, and don't look at all the other things He say.
Right.
You feel me? And so I think that's where we cherry pick God. So,
Yeah. And
believers and unbelievers.
Yeah. It's definitely like those itching ears, bro. Like
Itching ears,
itching
Timothy.
ears, bro. Like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh, bro.
Ooh.
Because like
I'm about to find that
I'm
scripture.
gonna talk about that. Like for me, bro. The stuff I pray for be like inward stuff. Like, Lord, continue to peel back this onion, because I'm realizing in these past few years, I've been realizing my whole life, but I'm really grasping onto the fact that, like, I have to be emotionally healthy. I refuse to live my life as a victim of my past.
Mm.
I'm not doing that, bro. Like, just talked to my doctor about that yesterday. So I'm not doing that, bro. Like, I refuse to live with a spirit of procrastination. I refuse, bro. Like, so we gonna fast. You know what I'm saying? We gonna talk to God. Like, we gonna break these chains, bro, because I feel like it's a generational curse.
Yeah.
Procrastination and laziness. So that's the stuff I'm praying for. Like, God, you know, give me the attributes I need so I can be a better mentor to my mentees and stuff like that. I'm praying for stuff like that. And I know girls in my church wouldn't rock with me because they was like, do you pray for a wife? I'm like, no. They're like, why don't you pray for a wife? I'm like, why? It's a good thing, yeah. I want to be married if it's in my power. I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, why do we feel like? I know it's a little bit off topic, but why do we feel like marriage is the pinnacle of our Christian life?
Yeah.
Like if you're not married by a certain age, you a B grade Christian.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because it's like people don't tend not to embrace their single point.
Single season.
Yeah, single season, because that's when you start to understand your own calling. So before you can get with someone else, with your wife that God has for you, you have to know what your calling is individually.
Let's talk about it. Me personally, I had a whole I think your single season, like you say, is to hone in on who you are, right?
Yeah.
Who am I without my friends? Who am I without my partner? What do I like to do? So in my walk with God again, I'm 5 years going in on 6 years with on my walk with God, and He took me to California on our meeting. Our whole process of getting together was me going to California, taking me away from everybody that I know, right? So it took me a little time to wind off of the bottle per se, right? To get off the nipple and get on the bottle. And so I remember it was probably 2-3 years ago, and I'm sitting here and I'm just like, okay, I'm here, I'm by myself. Who am I? What do I like to do? I know what I like to do with the homies, but what I like to do by myself. And so I started to I really started to date myself.
Yeah, for sure.
I started going. I like comedy. I really love comedy. I might go to a comedy club, bro. I'm in here knee slapping by myself, wings and sauce on my pants, bro.
Wings and sauce on my pants.
So no napkins, bro. Just happy. That felt good. Yeah. I'm going to Six Flags by myself. And so Six Flags by myself, out to eat by myself, trying new restaurants, stuff that I like with the homies and what I like, as far as myself. And so I really got a hone in on me. And so, and Paul even says that, Paul, he say, I forgot what, I don't want to butcher his words, but he say something about being single versus being
I know the scripture you're talking about.
Married.
Yeah, it's advantages to both. Yeah, but it's also cons to both.
And he said, I suggest
it's more advantage to be single though.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I typically we're gonna have this conversation if God leads it there. But I typically kind of shy away from relationship conversations especially with both genders there, because then it's becoming like a gender war. Everybody's blaming each other for something.
Yeah. No, I listen, we ain't got to stay here, but I truly do believe that in the beginning, right? Stops there. Adam and Eve. Like Paul says one thing, but God says, Jesus, when Jesus came, he said, should we get divorced? They asked Jesus, should we get divorced? And he was just like, Moses said we can or Abraham said we can be divorced. And he said, no, it wasn't like that in the beginning. He did that because of your hardened hearts. Yeah. And so he referenced Genesis. And so if he's referencing in the beginning, it wasn't like that. Man should not be taken apart what God put together, let no man take apart. And so I think that, relationship is key. It's hard. Yeah, it don't make sense sometimes. Women is different. They're a whole different species. We a different species. You feel me? And so it's hard, but I do think that it's purposeful for
for sure.
To have a partner.
And the reason why I kind of brought that up is because I was talking about prayer life. What does your prayer life look like? Are you just coming to God making your request.
Mm-hmm.
Is that prayer to you? Like a lot of people think that's prayer. Like
Yeah.
I thought that at one point.
Yeah, like
You
only
think
go to
come
God,
to God
because that's
you
what's
pray
shown.
Yeah,
That's
you
what's
go down your
shown.
list of things you want.
and you ask for it.
That's actually Santa Claus though.
Yeah.
That's what we do with Santa Claus. So we turn in.
That's
So are you right? That's a bar right there. Are you looking for Santa Claus or are you looking for your Savior?
They tell you they both was born on the same day, or they,
Santa Claus went to work at the post office on that day. So like he got his first job on that day. Something happened. Yeah, like
Yeah.
And
That's a bar right there, bro.
bar,
That's
yeah.
a bar right there.
Holy Spirit had your way, but no, it was just like I just couldn't pray those prayers, man. I had to get deep because of what I went through with my doubt and unbelief.
yeah.
Because of what I went through with my pride, my vices. Like it's like I can't make like sweet prayers. So while yes, a wife is important,
I'm not about to
my
pray
mind
for
is it's just like
Yeah.
now when I meet a young lady and it comes about, I'm like, okay, she kind of. That's when I'm being intentional about my prayer life
Yeah.
about her.
Yeah.
But like the actual like God send me a wife, it's like nah, bro. Like
It feels a lot like works.
yeah.
And
So,
it's like God is not a God of works. He's a
Yeah.
God of grace.
Yeah.
And so if he sees me fit, if he deems it fit and necessary
Right.
for my life,
Right.
when it's due for my life, then that's when he will put it into
my
my
life.
life.
And I get what you're saying because a lot of people get so wrapped up. They like I was saying before, they don't embrace their single season.
Yeah.
So they're like, they see other people, they see what's out there, and they be like, oh God, give me my partner, give me, like, I just want that. But it's like,
Give me my Lori Harvey. Give me my Michael B. Jordan.
But it's,
Yeah.
like, it's like you want that, but do you really need that?
exactly.
Like,
he
bro,
has
can
you,
you
and he
handle?
has you.
Can you handle
Can
that?
you handle it? Will you not
Yeah.
mismanage it? Will you not
Yeah.
when you not get it and squeeze it too hard when it's an egg? The egg ain't been boiled yet. It's still a raw egg. You feel me? You gonna
Right.
squeeze it and you gonna break it.
Yeah.
You ain't ready to handle that yet.
Because it's like what we tend to do just outside of that, we tend to look for certain things. Like we're on the search of it. People will be so much on the search for it. And like you said, it's not your time.
It
It's
becomes
not,
an idol.
it's not God's timing for
That
That's
it.
part.
the biggest thing. Like,
Yeah.
like idols is like that's big to God, bro. I don't think we realize it.
What is his first
The
commandment?
first commandment,
Is
have
don't
no
put
other
no other
gods-
gods before me.
That's the
Period.
first commandment, bro. Like that is so important. It's
Yeah.
like I noticed. Like I asked God to expose me to my idols. Dog, I realized that I was an idol.
Yeah.
To myself.
Yeah.
That was kind of odd at the moment, but I thought about it, bro. Like, yes, me being in my peak, the way I think. You know what I'm saying? Like, I listen.
good.
I listen to Christian rap and Christian music. Period. Especially like Christian R&B and all that. So I rock with it, right?
Yeah.
But I'm still slimed in, bro. I'm still listening to Thug sometimes too. And I just realized that listening to Thug doesn't put me in the mindset to do godly, productive things, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And so I kind of forgot where I was going with this, but when I listen to my Christian music, it inspires me to do more. So where I was going with is that I idolize myself when I'm listening to Thug, and then I don't really listen to Future because he don't take care of his kids. But that's a sneak diss. I shouldn't have done that. But I'm sorry, bro. I got a soft spot.
Future
for that, bro.
catches strays.
Yeah, Future catches strays. Hey man, I'm Team Russ, bro. I'm Team Russ, bro.
I feel you though, but yeah, go ahead.
But what it is that what I'm saying. I remember listening to these artists, bro. It's like they put me in the mindset to help me idolize myself. Like they give me what I need to idolize myself.
That's because that's what your flesh wants.
Flesh wants.
That's
You know what I'm
what
saying?
your
I ain't gonna
flesh
lie, bro.
wants.
I've always worn jewelry. Everybody around me knows that, bro. But don't let me get some money, bro. Everybody getting church boy chains, and they gonna be big. But it's like, what am I doing that for? You see what I'm saying? Like, I would think in my mind, I'm listening to this music, like, oh, I'm gonna stun on them with this. I ain't even that type of dude. So that's what I had to realize, like, bro, I gotta watch what I put in me because it's like now I'm simply trying to stunt. Now I'm idolizing myself. Like, yeah. So I realized when God showed me I was idolizing myself, That was like, whew.
Yeah.
Like I was shocked. I was like, man, that's bad. Like,
And see, when you really love God, you don't want to do nothing to
You don't
throw
wanna do
off,
nothing.
throw him off.
Yeah.
From you,
because I
like,
feel like when God shows you certain things, bro, it's been times He showed me things about idolatry that felt like I had a mountain of volcano coals falling in me.
yeah,
Like not physically, but in my spirit. Like it was I was crumbling. I couldn't believe it. It was
Yeah.
like, I've been doing this.
yeah,
Like, wow.
Yeah.
I've been idolizing sex. Like,
yeah.
what? I didn't even realize
when
this.
you find out like
When you
this how he see this,
Yeah.
and you want, it's like, you know, being like David, being like a man after God's
God's
own
own
heart,
heart,
and so it's like, man, God don't like this, and I'm doing it,
Doing
I'm
it on a
immersed in it,
daily-
I'm
Yeah.
loving it,
Yeah.
and it's just like, man, that's
McDonald's.
Get caught up.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's how I became celibate. It's just like
Yeah.
really seeing, like, you know, when you do a regular sin, it's an hour sin, but when you sin
Against your own-
sexuality, it's against your
Man.
own flesh, your own body, and so it's like, damn,
Dog, I've
God.
been.
Yeah, I had a short intermission, but yeah, you said you had something you wanted to ask.
Yeah.
Corn.
Basically, what I wanted to ask you is like, how is your career and your walk with God correlate? Like, how do those intertwine, or how do you?
Career, as in like his work career, or like
yeah.
entrepreneurial?
Okay.
Yeah, the
both.
finance.
I would
Well,
say
yeah,
both, yeah.
the finance
Okay.
career.
Because we see the church boy. I see God on the church boy for sure.
You guys, you multifaceted.
Yeah, you
I
feel
appreciate
me?
that, brother.
Yeah, that's a good clarification.
Yeah, I would definitely get to the fashion aspect of it, but man, from probably since about 2013, I keep scriptures on my desk, like on my screen, like I'm reading them throughout the day. You know, do your work wholly for God. You don't work for man. Basically, I'm just paraphrasing y'all. You don't work for man. God is your rewarder. So when you do work, keep Him in mind, and that's your boss. Respect your boss, but you got a higher boss. That's the CEO.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to answer to him. I know for me in my banking career, it's helped me to be. So first of all, I'll like when I was young, my mom used to always send me to the grocery store. She still do it to this day because she know Corn gonna come back with some money. 'Cause I know how to shop. I've always been a bargain shopper, right? So we didn't have it all, right? So I had to learn how to get it. You know what I'm saying? On my own. If we couldn't afford a whole lot of stuff for Christmas, you know, get the new outfits and stuff. She already knew Corn's gonna order some patches off eBay, go to Walmart, get some hoodies and iron them mugs on, stitch them on, and then give voted best dress. I ain't getting nothing for Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just had like $30 and did it. But what happened is that it really showed me like, okay, I grew up in this area. Every bank I pretty much worked at has been in the southern sector.
Okay.
And so it's just like I grew up in these areas. I want to educate people what I've learned, not only from my personal past finance experience, like having to make ends meet with the family, like making, like, say, going to the grocery store and stuff like that, just little examples. But I also took stewardship classes at my church. And so me and my stewardship coach, like, that's like a father figure to me now.
Yeah.
Because I just put in that time. I wanted to be a good steward of my money. I didn't want to get money and blow it all.
Yeah.
So I know that when I come into my office, I want you to learn how to make money work and how to make it work for you. And I have an open office policy. You can come in, you can talk about your 401k, you can talk about these line of credit, but you can just sit down and talk about whatever's going on in your life. I'm here to listen. You know what I'm saying? So my spiritual walk has definitely opened me up to be more nurturing towards people, understanding. Because, like I'm saying, I'm working on the south side, and I grew up over there. So some people don't understand certain things that we do, like certain attitudes we have and certain things we don't agree with. But I do understand God's giving me patience even when I don't agree. So, yeah, bro. Like I'm gonna give you the best financial advice.
Yeah.
I'm not here to make a sale off you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make that sale regardless, but I want to do what's was in your best interest.
Yeah.
Right.
So it just gave me that honesty. And one thing I do when I go to interviews, I talk about the trust factor. Especially in finance, you mess with people's money. people had to trust you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the last bank I worked at was a commercial bank, so that's different from going to Chase, Wells Fargo. You were drawing $40, getting a cashier check. No, you go to a commercial bank. These multi-million-dollar accounts. You got to build some trust.
Yeah.
Right.
And so my beliefs are going to come out regardless. I don't preach to nobody. I don't try to purposely say it. It's just something people attack. They're like, oh, he might be a believer.
It's the spirit
It's the spirit, right?
that you walk with.
It's the light. You know what I'm
Gives
saying? And
you
so
that additional trust.
yeah,
Right.
yeah, and that's what it happens. Like I said, we can come and just talk. So while you just here to talk, I'm trying to open up a new restaurant. I don't have the funds though. How can I get funds for it? We built that trust already.
Yeah.
And so I know how to love people now through whatever they got going on. So my faith is a huge impact on the way I work.
Yeah.
Because I'm around people who don't believe, right? And to them, 10% is crazy to give to God. Literally, that's bonkers. I'm like, you still got 90%.
Yeah. The whole 100 is his.
Right. Really.
You just giving 10?
Yeah.
So it's just like, my faith has everything to do with the way I work. I never have a bad day. My Men of Joshua principle is, one of my Men of Joshua principles is a bad day is not a means for a bad attitude, right? Kind of chopped it up. Forgive me, fellas. But I never have an attitude. No matter what I'm going through, I'm going to smile. I'm going to respect you. I'm going to give you my best service. You know what I'm saying? So I'm only able to do that because of the relationship I have with God.
Yeah.
So you see, I'm trying to build those two together.
I think that I like to speak to two things. I want you to speak about the Men of Joshua thing, but I think that you have to be very careful to not take a moment in your day and make it, I had a bad day. No, you had a bad moment. And so I hear you say, what you just said about the principles of the Men of Joshua or whatnot. You just got to be very careful to how you what you're telling yourself and all of those things, because no, you didn't have a bad day. You had a bad moment. You stubbed your toe, and if you stopped it right there, if you felt it, you was okay. I felt what I felt, and then you go on, then everything will be cool. You can moving up. But if you continue in that spirit, that attitude or not, then you headed for a downfall.
Yeah, I a lot of times don't understand how people have the attitudes they have. I don't understand it. Not because mine is so superior. It's just dog, why are you operating this way? And then my attitude, my upbeat attitude, tends to rub them the wrong way. You see what I'm saying? It's get a little bit of what I got, and you'll see why I'm the way I am.
Yeah.
I done went through a lot,
But
bro.
see, that's the thing, bro. That is right what you just said. You can't really connect to. You don't connect to even life.
Yeah.
Not. Outside of God and Jesus Christ. When I say, y'all know when we say God, it's Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But outside of God, it's if you I can have a good attitude. People all that. Now that blows my. I know. I'm sorry. I'm talking bunch. That blows my mind when people be like, "Yo, why are you so positive?"
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I can't be
you
positive.
Why you so negative?
It just goes into the way that just
The way of the world.
The way of the world. I try to say that lightly, because it's we're all none of us are perfect. You know what I'm saying? So, but it is like you said, it's kind of the way of the world. There, or sometimes we get used to that. Just by what we're exposed to.
Constantly getting knocked over, constantly or whatever. And see, that's the power of Christ, though.
Yeah.
Because we still go through stuff. You're not saying that you
for
don't go
sure.
through
I
stuff,
think I go through a
right?
little bit more.
You feel me? You still go through something, but you got a hope.
That's what I was about to say.
You got a joy in that lies in the
Peace.
Lord.
If I lose my job, bro, it sucks. But I ain't God ain't gonna bless me with another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta make sure I stay down and focus.
Yeah.
But it's why should I be mad?
Yeah.
For what? This is, I believe. You remember that old song, "Order my steps in your word." I believe that my steps are ordered, right?
So therefore, when things
When one thing closed,
when things are bad, it's
It's
You know,
another door. It's not even like a silver lining type thing. Just like my assignment is up here.
Yeah.
I'll go into something different.
Yeah.
I may get more money.
I don't
I may
think
actually lose
people-
money.
it goes back to what we were talking about with faith. You know,
Yeah.
you having that faith.
Yeah.
That's good.
You're gonna look at it that way
Yeah.
because we have that faith.
Yeah. Ray, I think you had something in your mind.
No, I was kind of along the lines of what y'all was basically saying. It's just like, it was along the lines of what y'all was saying.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
it's just like, what do I have to be upset about? Like, that makes me continually be upset.
yeah.
Because, like you said, we got that hope, bro. Like, that's the biggest thing, like, and that freedom. That's why I try to tell people, like, bro, I ain't trying to get you to be religious, dog. Like, for what? I'm not religious, bro. I'm not a second century Jew. Like, I'm not religious. Like, but you missing out on your freedom.
Yeah.
I had a dude one time, I was at work, and this time, like I said, I've been in banking, but COVID happened, so I ain't had no job. So I had to go do something. I ended up getting a job off from Lids out at North Park Mall. They wanted me to be one of the managers. So I was like, I do that. So I went and, I run into little Israelites and stuff. And I ain't trying to pick on them, bro, but they just so prevalent right
in
now.
your life. No, they keep
everywhere I go,
showing
bro.
up
So
in-
it's
yeah.
like, okay, but it like, dude was like, yeah, man, because I be wearing these crosses, you know what I'm saying? I be wearing them, you know what I'm saying? So dude was like, yeah, man. He said something like about, he questioned my faith. I think he asked me what church I go to, and I told him, and he was like, oh, man, yeah, you still under the Matrix or something like that. I said, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think you have been, you've been duped out of your freedom. You've been finessed. So when you talking about me, it's like that's the biggest thing. When I was a leader in the young adults ministry, I was to be a freedom. It's like, bro, you have so much freedom, bro. Don't you want this? Like, I ain't trying to get you to obey laws, bro. Even though that is part of the faith, because but we obey them for us. You know what I'm saying? So we can live an abundant life, like
Right.
a
Gives you
healthy
character
life
and discipline
Yeah,
and
like
things
we
that
need.
help.
God don't need us, like, but we need these certain like boundaries. You know what I'm saying? And people
Boundaries.
they don't look at it like that. It's like, bro, once you get into the faith, it's a pleasure.
Yeah.
Right. You
Keeping these.
because your will and God's will align. So it's like the things that aren't for you is for a reason.
Yeah.
And the only way you understand that reason, because like people on the outside looking in, they think about, you as a Christian, you can't do this, can't do that.
Or
But
you can't have sex, right? You
That's the
supposed
biggest
like
thing they
it's
say.
like it's like, oh, well, how I'm supposed to test it before I get in? And I was brainwashed under that. You feel me?
yeah,
But, like,
but it's for your
a test-
benefit because what you said as far as
No,
how
a
it
test
is.
is gonna do you right.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it, bro.
man, listen,
I had that short the other night tell me some stuff like that. I'm like, girl, you better stop. Like,
you
that makes no sense.
gotta test it before you
No.
take it off the lot. Like,
Yeah.
no, man, listen,
No,
I'm
like-
telling y'all, bro. God is trying to say, like, listen, all it takes is one time to contract anything.
Yeah, that one time. One time. So yeah, I mean, I just kind of like look at things and be like, man, like I said, talking about that freedom aspect, like, bro, you just don't understand how much comes with being in a relationship with Christ, bro. Your mind is different. Like, I go back and I look the way I used to. I'm like, bro, how was I doing that, bro? Like what was I on? I remember this what kept me, bro. This is a very stupid thing, right? I used to say, yeah, I'm gonna chill right now. I'm gonna turn up. I'm gonna do my thing. And when I get about 40, I get in the church. What?
That's crazy.
I used to say that, bro.
I used to say the same thing. That is wild. Because like me growing up in the church, that was my thing. Like I was so exposed to. I knew God was real, but I was like, man, all the people that I'm around, these old folks, I can just get my life right later. Let me just have fun. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I sit there and then almost didn't make it to 21. So I'm gonna wait till I'm 40. You know, I'm gonna wait till I'm 40, bro. Like, and so I'm around telling myself, like, man, I'm telling God, like, man, I don't want it to be square, and have to talk different and this and that, and just be a lame or whatever. And then I realized when I got into the faith, it's like, bro, no. Following Jesus is not square, bro. Like, this the actual plug, bro. You a real gangster if you in the 2024 and you young, you and black, man. You following Jesus, bro.
Yeah.
You gangster, bro. Like on some real stuff. So it's like.
It's so much harder to walk that narrow path.
Exactly.
And I found out more of who I was when when I became into a relationship with Christ.
Yeah.
So now, like I said, I thought I had to change the way I rock my clothes.
And speaking of, this what I wanted to get into.
This guy.
For real.
He didn't open up the
No,
door
for real
it.
though, because like how you saying, like you think you know you not cool or whatever. You think like no, it's more gangster right now, especially when you are who you are with Christ, who He made you to be, aligned with His will, right? So He gave you creativity, He gave you entrepreneurial spirit, but how you gonna use it? Are you gonna use it for your benefit or for the world benefit, right? And so you can be in commerce, right? But are you gonna be in commerce? Are you gonna be selling, booty cheeks, or are you gonna be selling Bible scriptures? You feel me? It's like which one you gonna do, bro? And so
booty.
that's
Wow.
that's a transition into still being cool. Like bro is like, if you can't see, he got on some low top ones. The ones match the jacket match the hat, and this is his brand, bro. And it's called Church Boy. What is Church Boy, bro? Tell us what is Church Boy.
And what is God doing with Church Boy?
So I'll explain where the name came from, and then I'll get to the purpose, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So, man, bro, I had a line before called Forever Fly. So
Forever Fly.
There's another brand out there locally named Forever Fly now. It's spelled the number 4 EVA Fly. Mine's spelled FRVR Fly. Like so, they went around when I was doing my thing because that was like 2013. But I started with that, did good, had some releases that did good. But I realized, bro, my purpose of doing it was absolutely off.
Yeah.
I want to be like my partner's playing the league, right? So multimillionaires, right? I'm like, man,
What league? NBA, NFL, baseball.
NFL.
Okay.
So I'm like, man, I don't need their money. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to ask them for bread. I don't need to rely on them to eat. I don't need to do nothing. I'm gonna be independent of what I'm gonna let them use their money for them. I'm gonna make my own. So I kind of started trying to compete with them, but it's like, yeah, this man just got $22 million overnight. Like he just signed. He got drafted and literally overnight had $22 million.
Damn.
So you can't catch him, bro.
Right.
So I just realized, like, man, my reasons for doing this are wrong. Like, my identity got wrapped up into it. It was like, this is who I am. Without it, I don't know who I am. This is my lick, and if I don't hit this lick, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, it was bad. So I was like, I'm gonna sacrifice that.
That's pride stricken.
Yeah. Joshua principle. I gotta keep saying these. They in my life. One of the principles that we have is that about basically I kind of went blank, but
No, I said pride stricken, and you said
So no, the principle is about let me not even say that, Brian. Forgot.
Okay, no, you good.
But so I end up stopped doing that. I will sacrifice anything that prevents me from walking with Christ.
Okay.
And I felt like that brand need to be sacrificed.
Yeah.
So I stopped doing it, right? But I still had the urge to design. Like I still want to do it.
That's
And
who
so
you are.
That's
made.
that's
how
why I
he
was made.
you.
I'm a creative. I've been doing this stuff since I've been drawing sneakers and stuff on my papers since I was like 6. I've been sewing clothes since I was 10. Like I've been selling clothes since I was 12, 13. So this is what I do. Like this is what I was brought up on, right? To be creative, right? And so that creative spirit just kept coming back, and I was just like, man, whatever. So I remember Drake came out with that Certified Lover Boy album. And I was working at Liz, and like, I'm one of the oldest ones on the team. Like I said, I'm one of the managers. So the young guys inside, they're like, yeah, certified church boy. Just playing with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, they made me a hat that said certified church boy on the side. So I'm like, all right, cool. Whatever. I'm rocking with it. Gave me a lanyard that said church boy. So people open up questions, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, man, I'm gonna rock with it or whatever. This is gonna be my little alter ego at work. I'm gonna be the little preacher here at work or whatever. But
Told you, Grandma, you was right.
yeah, y'all.
Shout out to Grandma.
Yeah, basically. I'm a preacher at North Park. Bro.
Yeah.
So I had a lot of spiritual conversations there, but I was like, man, God, I want to do this again, but I can't use Forever Fly. I don't feel like the message gets across crisp enough. Right. Somebody else is using it. I don't want to go to court. Like I'm gonna lose probably anyway. Cause like this is just a battle that's just not good. And so I'm like, man, I gotta change the name. I'm praying about it and stuff like that. And I'm kind of like, man, okay, church boy, certified church boy. Okay, that sounds cool. But then I'm kind of like, but 10 years from now, no one's gonna get the certified church boy joke.
Yeah.
I just dropped the certified
Did
off.
the Facebook on them? Dropped the.
Yeah. So it was like boom. I knocked that off, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do church boy. So I go on. I don't know if y'all know about 1K Few. He signed with Reach Records, and he has one of his boys named 1K Pete Sean. Shout out to them 1K boys. I rock with them. Tough, them boys out in Atlanta doing their thing. But I seen 1K Pete Sean post a video, a little short video on Instagram. Yeah, like, man, y'all check out the new single. So I put in 1K Pete Sean on the Apple Music search. What's the name of the song?
Church boy.
I said, man, I'm gonna go ahead and
All right,
rock with it. Yeah, like
All right, God.
so he come down to Dallas. I say, bro, I kind of get his permission, like, bro, I've been thinking on church boy for a minute. God was saying, go ahead and do that. And so then that song just kind of confirmed it for me. Is you rocking with it? He was like, yeah, I'm rocking with it. So I'm like, cool, that's what we doing.
Yeah.
And that's why I created this jacket. This exact jacket, like, I got it from like a freaking like thrift store. Like this blank jacket.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, let me get my own stuff put on there. And so I would just rock it around type stuff. And that's basically the backstory of how the name came about. And then the purpose is just like, dog, I put me into my designs. You know what I'm saying? Like, this stuff I would wear. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna just put out, like we talked about earlier, the naked baby angels, white baby angels and stuff like this. Like, nah, bro, I want this to be like, yeah, in the touching finger, like Leonardo da Vinci, whatever that is. Like, I'm not doing that, bro. I'm like, this gonna be streetwear, bro. Like, I'm taking it back to them backpack days. I'm like, I'm trying to be on some Stussy / FUBU.
Oh, I used to love Stussy.
Yes, bro.
I can't find it no more.
Riff LA. Shout out to Tommy J. I'm gonna give you his information. He's Stussy's like ambassador, bro.
Really?
One thing I will say, bro, you like, and this not to get too off, but you are a connector. You are a bridge.
Try to be.
Like you always will give love to somebody. You will shout out somebody, and you will, like you say, connect somebody to somebody. If you ain't, I respect that, bro.
Appreciate that, bro.
I respect
Appreciate that. God just said bless me with a good group of people.
Yeah.
I want everybody to know about him. I'm like, what? You don't know about Baruch?
But and then
that's what you've been
you
doing
didn't know about Baruch.
This whole interview.
Yeah, that's like, y'all didn't learn about Baruch. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all all about Baruch.
And the crazy thing that you don't meet a lot of people like that, you know, like that
willing
just
to
be
give somebody else. You feel me?
Quick to
Yeah.
give,
That's
like,
a
'cause it's
humble
like
spirit.
giving people their flowers while they're here. You know what I'm saying?
Bro. Yeah, I ain't
So-
tripping about that stuff at all, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not in competition with nobody, and I hope they don't look at me
Feel
as
like they in
competition.
competition
Like,
with you,
yeah.
yeah, bro, we trying to get it together, bro. Like, let's get, so I'm always play the middleman in that
I
way.
had one of my Bible fellowship guys. They all the people in my Bible fellowship, they pretty older or not, but they be watching our videos or whatnot. He was just telling me, like, he was like, man, that last episode, that discipline episode is fire. He was like, man, just the way that y'all two work off of each other, like how y'all respect each other.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
you know, if like you want to say something, he let you talk. If he got something to say, you let him talk.
Beautiful.
You get him his flowers, he give you your flowers. He's like, man, I love
Beautiful.
how y'all moving like that, man. Like, y'all young boys got it. And he like 40, you feel
Yeah,
me?
he say he like 40.
Which
Watch
is
out,
not
I'm
old.
like 40.
But which is not old. It's not old at all. But
Boy.
he's just like, y'all get it.
27. I said, girl, I'm almost 40.
Nah,
bro.
black
Like,
don't crack.
Listen, when he told me how old he was at the fellowship thing, I was like, bro, I thought she was my age or a little bit younger.
can't
You
really
feel?
tell.
That, bro.
But what I really
He only got me
like,
by a couple years.
yeah, exactly. We about to be there, you know. But what I really liked when you start Forever Fly, like, it was like, I love the fact that, like, through that process, God realigned you. Like, it was like God always kind of showed you that you had a purpose in fashion and making clothes, but it was like, oh, we got to realign your reasoning, your purpose behind it. And it's like, and you think about him realigning it's for a greater purpose.
That's
You
what
know
I was
what I'm
about to
saying?
I'm smiling right now.
Like,
the stuff I wanted in my 20s,
yeah.
like the success I wanted, and it didn't come and I was let down, and it's starting to sweep in my 30s. I'm like, oh, bro, this is beautiful. This is the perfect time.
It's a different level of
different
success.
level, dog.
Like,
But it only happens if you listen.
Yeah, you had to be down, bro.
You feel me?
They said take 10 years to be an overnight success.
But really, I'm talking about. So we talk about prayers, right? People only talk about praying as saying what you want from God.
Yeah.
But the conversation is, are you listening?
Yeah.
So you telling like your emotions, everything about you is telling like, yo, I want this, I want to make it in this. All right, but are you hearing me? I can give it. I can work with design. I can work with clothes. I can work with you being an entrepreneur. But do it this way.
Yeah.
You feel me? And so you heard, your spirit felt underlined and felt checked. You didn't feel right, and you listened. You made the readjustment. So a lot of people going, oh, this is just a building stage. I got to work through this. I got to get through this. Like, no, bro. God was trying
purpose.
to. Yeah.
Different purpose in it. So yeah, like I say, like definitely, bro. I was just like, when the name came about, and like I said, I just got this jacket and put my stuff on it and wore it out to San Diego, LA, Black on the Block, whatever, and people was just giving me all this love. I'm like, all right, let's start shelling this out.
Yeah.
So started off with just, I didn't have a whole lot of money, bro. So I just started out with some trucker hats. Got a few trucker hats made. I like different colors. Like, I'm a very vibrant color type guy.
Flavors. I told y'all flavors.
Yeah, flavors. You know what I'm saying? Like Baskin Robbins. Like, I was just like, man, just sew these mugs up for me, and I gave them away. And I did my first piece of content off hats that I gave away, and I got so much love. And so then from there, I was like, okay, that was good, but I still didn't bring in some.
You gotta know your value.
Yeah, so it's just like, I was like, all right, I ain't gonna give away for free, but I take donations for these hats. And like people's
Nipsey.
You see what I'm saying?
Nipsey.
I didn't even think about that. That's crazy. You just said that. I was just looking at Nipsey
like
real early today. I wasn't even thinking about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I did that. People was dropping off like $50, $100. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Jones out there, Politics. He was one of the first people.
I've heard of Politics. Yeah.
Think of Politics down Deep Ellum, bro. Shout out to Mike. Tez, all them. I got love for everybody down in Politics, and they just show us love, me and my family. But I think Jones was like one of the first people that really showed me support. Like, he was just like, man, come by the store, bro, drop off a hat. I had to chase all through Deep Ellum just to find them. Finally came back to the store, they was closed, and he was there. And I said, bro, I didn't have the color you wanted, but I got another flavor I think you might like. My boy dropped me off a $100 piece.
That's crazy.
It's a donation.
That's crazy.
So it's just like, that was something that worked very well. So it's like, God wants me to give, right?
Yeah.
So that's why my prices are not out the wall.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not about to charge you, like, dudes right now for that finger going with each other and the baby angels, they'll charge you like $80, bro.
Look, we said at the same time.
$40. Yeah, like, they charging you for that. I'm like, oh, fam, we ain't trying to break the bank. We just trying to open up.
Get it out there.
It ain't even just about getting it out there for its sake. It's a point of conversation.
Right.
I go to places and I got big old church board across my back. People ask me questions left and right, and I'm able to share my testimony, bro. That's part of that's my slogan. We all about fashion, but we more about the testimony.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the slogan. So it's like, I wanted to start conversation.
And then what you also said, because like you were saying about getting out there so that way you can share the testimony. We wear it, or we wear it, is going to encourage us to share our testimony. So it's like, you know, it's ability for you being the creator, but it's also, you're also influencing other believers to share their testimony and basically grow the the kingdom.
It's a door opener. Like, that's I look for opportunities to witness, bro. And like, I have an unconventional story. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm still in them places, bro. Like, I haven't left. You can still catch me inside Dallas, bro. At Elaine's or something, like Big Daddy's. You'll still catch me there, bro. I've had people like, oh man, you need to go on missions. You need to go on missions. Woodtown, my mission, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my mission, right? That's right up the street from my church. Like, Woodtown is my mission. You know, DeSoto, that's my mission. All these other places, West Dallas, that's my mission, bro. Yeah. That's my mission ground. So that's
Get
why
home together before you.
Yeah. Right. So when we come to these, and this is a blessing upon blessings, bro. And I'm gonna tell y'all this so y'all can, so it can encourage you guys. I had my first pop-up shop November 23rd. I was invited to my first pop-up shop November 23rd, 2023. First event I'd ever done. Tommy J, who's also one of the key contributors to Center, which is out in Bishop Arts and Mockingbird Station in Fort Worth. Real big brand for the city. He invites me out to his We Are Dallas pop-up shop.
Mm-hmm.
I do well, do okay, but you know, I know this is not my environment. I'm not in the church, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't seek to just be in the church. I want to be at these events.
Mm-hmm.
And dudes coming to me like, nah, bro, I ain't buying that. I don't know what you on. A dude's like, nah, have you heard of this? They try to game me up.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I heard the Council of Nicaea. I just can't believe it. I'm like, bro, you must not know about the Council of Nicaea then.
Mm-hmm.
Council of Nicaea, if you knew the truth about it, it'd make you believe even more. Because that's our people, black people, with cut off limbs for the belief in Jesus, having ears cut off. Just all this stuff. You don't really, you talking Constantine. We ain't worried about no Constantine, bro. He ain't have nothing to do with it. Like, so anyway, I had that first pop up November 23rd, 2023. Ever since then, I think from that time to today, I've been invited to about 25 different pop-up shops.
Oh, wow.
I have not asked not one person to be in that pop-up shop.
Wow.
They've all come to me. And that's the blessing in just being obedient, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, because I questioned it at times too. I was like, man, you know, people ain't going to feel that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, that one show, they wasn't feeling it. I'm like, church boy, they ain't going to feel that. Like, nah. Church girl, they ain't going to like that because Beyonce just came out that church girl song. It was rather disrespectful to the church. So I was just like, man, no, this ain't going to rock. This ain't going to rock. But God was like, nah, bro, put yourself out there. And like, ever since then, I just go to pop-up shops and I pretty much sell out every time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like,
Oh, I'm sorry.
no, go ahead,
I'm
go
sorry.
ahead.
I'm so sorry.
no, you're good.
It's just like you said with Beyonce creating her song, but it's like what God is like telling me is just like it's the spirit behind your brand. So it's like I understand like where you're coming from, like where someone would come from as far as being like, oh well, concerned about. It might communicate something, but it's like
opportunity to just witness.
Yeah, and then the spirit that's behind you creating the clothing, it's not even gonna be a concern.
Yeah, and
it's
that's
not even gonna be a concern.
That's the funny thing. Ain't nobody even mentioned that Beyonce song.
Yeah.
I'm
See,
thinking because the name.
As
was so,
creators, though, this is what we do. We get in our own way.
Yeah.
I'm
We
good
slow
for that.
ourselves down
I'm good for that.
all the time. And we looking like, oh, this stitch is off. Nigga, ain't nobody who behind the shirt is looking at it that detail.
Yeah.
And so that's where, you know, if you are a creative, you know, get out your way, man. Give it to the people.
Yeah.
Let them pick it apart before you pick it apart yourself. If you loved it when you created it, give it to the world and see what they do with it. Because I'm sure you'll be more than pleasantly surprised by how the reaction
man,
that you
the
get from that.
reception was great, bro. Like, Church Girl is really like Church Boy is hot too. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but no, it's
But Church
it's
Girl?
no, bro. When I tell you, it's legit fire. Like,
Appreciate that.
Like, you know,
I ain't trying to be funny or nothing. It's gonna sound arrogant, but I'm not trying to be. We just getting started.
No, I believe it.
Like
I believe it.
That what you see now is not that it's simple. It's just that it's trial and error.
Mm-hmm.
Now we got so many lessons learned. Now these designs is different. You know what I'm saying? Now these designs have more nuance to them. Now they have more life to them. Because like, yeah, that's great. Capsule 1 is on the way, but once y'all see Capsule 2,
Yeah,
and then it
gonna
transfers
keep
up 4,
Yeah.
6, 10.
it's growth. It's
gonna-
it's progress
through
with
Christ.
anything, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah,
man, like I said, bro, like that Church Girl, bro, I didn't expect it because, like I said, I wasn't gonna do it. I scrapped it from the plans
That's
altogether.
crazy.
I scrapped it all together, bro. And so many of the women was like, where my church girl? Like,
Yeah.
they just say that, right? I remember DJ Honey, man. DJ Honey, she's actually on tour with Mariah the Scientist now. And she was like, every time she see me, she'll ask me for where my church girl at. I'm like, I'm going to do it.
you gotta listen to your people. You
People,
gotta
yeah.
listen to your target audience.
Man,
if
dog.
I'm seeing you in church, boy, as a woman, rightfully so, I'm gonna say, "Where's the church girl?" Women will wear men's clothes.
Yeah, I
but
was gonna say,
you
yeah,
have
church
a
boy
you
day.
have a brand that could easily
Translate.
be church girl. You know, and
Man,
so
it was crazy, bro. And like I was like I said, she kept saying it to me. So I was just like, all right, let's do it.
Yeah.
And when I did it, it was like, okay, it's finished. I don't know what they're gonna think, but I'm gonna keep going. So the first person I gave Church Girl to, DJ Honey.
yeah.
It was just like she's like she don't know this, but it's like you contributed
Inspired
a lot.
this.
You really pushed me a lot more than you know
Yep.
to get out of my own way.
Yep.
And now we're going to these events and it's just like women
Everything's
just copying,
yeah.
copying. You know, who was that Bernie Man? Women be shopping. No, who said this? That Chris Rock? It was somebody. Women be shopping. They be shopping, bro. And it's just a beautiful thing. Like I said, to be able to go to
Rest in
these
peace, Bernie.
events and get good reception. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
people like embracing it, and like it's just me and my mom, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it's nobody. It's just me and my mom and the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
And I just like we just use what we got, and you know we invest what we have, whatever we make back into the brand, and get more and get more. So it's just like, man, God's really working through it. And so like I said, I just want to see it to be that conversation builder. I'm gonna start giving out some playlists and stuff with it. Just I want to put people on, like, bro. This
All right,
is just a
boom,
brand.
right here. Give us 3 R&B songs, artists, and just give artists, right?
Okay.
Or you can do artists and song, and I'll try to do a little edit. This would be a specific edit. I've never done this before, but you do know a lot of you've mentioned a lot of different artists and stuff or whatnot, and so boom, this is a teaser to what you can expect in a church boy package. You feel me? Shirt, hat, and playlist. You feel me? To get you right. So if you're not a believer, if you think that you can't find no culture, no Christian music that's dope, check this out.
Yeah.
Right.
You feel me? And so give us three R&B, neo souls, that vibey music. Give us 3 of those, and then give us 3 rap joints, 3 bops.
Man, I'm looking for my boy. I think his name is Laurel. I think this is him right here. So I got this is one of my favorites, bro. This is R&B.
Can you screenshot each one of these and send it to me?
Yeah, I got
as you
for
play
sure,
it, just
You want me
screenshot
to play
it.
it for
You don't gotta play it,
Okay,
but just
cool.
tell it to them, and then when you tell it, screenshot it, and then later after the episode, you can send it to me, and then
Okay.
I edit it into it.
So, man, I've really found a pleasure in searching for Christian artists, bro. And like people don't realize, like it's like, bro, they give it this. It has this negative connotation, bro. It's like, bro, you don't understand. Like these real gangsters, bro. Like these dudes really out here. Like they not no Rudy Poos, bro.
Yeah.
They not weed.
We're not sugarcoating stuff.
No, they telling you that truth, bro.
Yeah.
And like it's like, but you think about it, the average rapper, who's getting signed? None of them. None of these rappers are getting signed, bro. They come out with 1 or 2 songs, they get their jury up, and they gone. How many of these have we had in the past 2-3 years? But look who's starting to rise.
Yeah.
Christian artists.
But that's just because of
Afro
the
beats.
power of us
Yeah,
right now,
it's just-
man.
It's just like that's the start.
There's a transition because you know what I'm saying. Like I think about that a lot. Like it's kind of hard because like I'm not the person that I was before, so I'm not like on the outside looking in. But it just seemed like the quality, or I don't want to say quality, because not to say it was bad quality
Subject matter.
before, but yeah, it's just like
Just
it's
way
just
better.
more relatable
Yeah.
now than it was back a while
I
ago.
wasn't listening to that stuff back then.
Yeah, like it's just
You can't
like
get me to listen to none of that
like
stuff.
we have like came a long way as just being young
Yeah.
Christian believers. You know
Dog,
what
them
I'm
young
saying?
cats ain't playing, bro.
Yeah.
So I got Laurel. Laurel, this is his album, Eternity Now, Side A. It's his side A and B. He has this song called Still. Got the influence still tipping. And it's that R&B.
Okay. Okay.
That mud right there.
I don't know
so
that sound like
that mud jams,
that's one.
bro.
That's one.
I need to put this on the
That
car. In the
mud
car.
jams, bro. Okay, so then we got my boy Jordan Armstrong, bro. We just dropped him off some merch a couple weeks ago. So he got one of these jackets, a baseball hat, and a couple of shirts, and hooked up his wifey with some church girl as well.
Okay.
He had look. Jordan has been working, bro. Like this dude young, but he looked younger than he actually is.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick a song out that I like by him. I like My God. My God is great, but he also has this line of this thing: church girls love R&B. Dog, my boy.
That's good.
My boy is on that.
That's
bro.
good. I like that finesse.
Yeah,
If you caught it. You caught it.
Yeah, church girls. That just goes perfect with my brand.
Yeah.
So hopefully, me and Jordan can do something together.
Yeah.
With the brand, but
So we got
Laurel,
Steele.
We got Jordan Armstrong. Like I said, My God is one. And you watch his video. His video's amazing. He got Lil Yachty on there.
Okay.
Playing his part. He put up in that Rari. Just on some. And this dude is fly. This dude is fly. So that's another thing they don't realize. Like, bro, we fly. We'll go out. You ain't tell. You ain't know.
Let alone.
We in disguise almost. Like until we start talking.
Yeah.
They see the way we move.
They
like,
come off of you.
like, you move a little different.
Yeah.
And then number 3.
Number 3 for the singers. I'm gonna go pretty. Am I gonna go basic? Yeah, I'm gonna go basic, bro.
Vibe though, like this
A
something
vibe.
that we can put
I
in the
would
car
definitely say,
with the
Madison,
shorty,
bro.
Madison Ryan Ward.
Madison Ryan Ward.
Madison,
Bro.
that's the only person that I've known from out of the.
She's the GOAT, bro.
She's fire.
She's definitely the GOAT.
She's
I missed
fire.
her concert. I hate it. That's Natalie. Now you want me to get on this Christian rap, bro? I'm gonna be talking all day, but I'm gonna give you 3. My number 1, just because okay, let me start with number 3.
Okay.
My number 3, who would I go with? I would say Big Breeze.
Okay.
Big Breeze is nice.
You got a song from Big Breeze?
Big Breeze, I would say, y'all gonna laugh at me. It's called Bible Study Baddie.
Okay.
Literally.
Okay.
Literally the theme song to my life.
Okay.
Need me a Bible Study Baddie.
Okay.
Like, yeah, I want me one from the church.
Listen, you giving game right now.
Bible
Number
Study
2.
Baddie. Number 2, Baruch, man.
Okay.
People don't.
Oh, I see when you said that earlier, I thought you was playing because you was like, if y'all don't know nothing about Baruch, I'll put you under the Baruch,
bro.
But I thought you was playing. Yeah, and so number 3 for you,
Number 3 was
1K.
No.
I mean number 1. I'm sorry.
That was number 1.
Yeah. So
1K, dog.
tell us a song about 1K.
So this is one I like the most, bro. I heard a million of 1K songs, bro, but this one he just made with Zaytoven on his new album, "Pray for Atlanta," right? This one is called the one I like the most is called "Yesterday."
Okay.
It's him, Zaytoven, and Huncho.
Okay.
You know who Huncho is?
Yeah. So
Yeah, Huncho's on there.
really,
He got Pastor Troy on there. He got Young Dro on there. He connected, bro.
I see.
Like he real connected.
Yeah.
So that's why I rock with him. I'm
And
like,
so people respect him and,
Yeah.
and his walk and everything.
yeah, he legit, bro.
Yeah.
He legit, bro. Like that. That's why, like I said, I have the respect for him and I had that love for him because it's like at the times when I felt like I was being accused, for being worldly. I hate that word,
Yeah.
but I don't like word worldly or secular because I feel like at times it tries to make us superior.
Yeah.
We might not do it on purpose, but it sounds that way. It comes off that way.
Got you.
But no, he just is like, I was like, people was like throwing darts at me for still being in the spot. It was just like, man, listen to 1K and just talking to him like yeah, bro, like this is how I'm feeling. And he's like, man, we out here, we real Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Like we really Atlanta. We out here. We in these places. The whole 1K fam. You know what I'm saying? So that influenced me to keep doing what I had to do.
Okay, so I think that's dope too, because once you can find music that you can relate to, that sound like something that you used to listen to or whatnot, and it's godly, that helps with your walk, right?
Of
course.
Music is such a thread that wovens in our everyday life or whatnot. And so, just to recap, the top 3 artists, starting off at 3, rap artists is.
We had. Let me just look it up real quick. I know. Let's see something. Who was it? Wow.
Big Breeze.
Big Breeze.
Big Breeze.
I don't know if he was 2 or 3.
He was 3. Baruch
Was number
was
2.
2, and then 1K
Few.
Few.
Yeah.
Okay, and so then we got the R&B artists too, and so we just I'm gonna put a screenshot up with their name, a little glimpse of their music or something like that, just so y'all can get a little taste of something different, man. If you don't listen to Christian music right now,
I'm just interested in
Alternative.
checking it out.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do a festival down here in the next 5 years.
that'd be dope.
Yeah, I'm trying to do like the real niggas.
See, man, we could talk all day because
they be like you go to like, I didn't mean to cut you
No,
off,
you
bro,
good.
but you go to like, I remember 1K, not 1K, but Aha, shout out to Aha Gazelle. I remember when like he was coming to Dallas like 2-3 times a year doing shows. He'd be in Deep Ellum. He might be at the Prophet, right? Man, it'd be so hood up in there, bro.
I don't even know what it is.
Whole hood be in that mud, bro. Just at an eye concert. I was like really thugging, bro. Like, you ever heard of Dear Silas?
No, bro, you naming names.
Man, I'm
you
trying.
got
Yeah,
all
but
these
I know
names.
you heard Dear Silas because he had that song like I ain't stressing today. I ain't stressing. And they do that dance on TikTok and all that. It was like celebrities and everybody. It went viral last year. Man, I remember
I
Silas.
might have heard it.
Yeah,
Man. I be on TikTok a lot, so
Dog, you've heard. Trust me, you've heard this guy. Silas is actually gonna be down here Thursday, and he did a little freestyle, like a Triple D freestyle with it. Cold. I found out about him through going to the AHA show, and like he was just a regular dude. Like Silas is killing, bro. Like then you got I know y'all ever heard of Tizo Touchdown?
Yeah.
I met Tizo at a showcase in 2016. Street Hymns, the Christian battle rapper, had a showcase, and it was like two of his brothers, his homies. He had a couple of his homies, and Tizo was one of them to perform.
Tizo is not the guy who got the crosses.
No, Tizo got the nails.
The nails in his hair.
Yeah, he don't play with that. He don't play with that devil stuff.
No, that's what I'm saying. So like he was on Drake "Pray for the Dogs" album, and he did the Amen song, and I was like, yo, he really talking to God, but I didn't know what it was. So he really make like godly music.
Yeah, like most of the music is no cussing.
So
on it.
Tizo
touchdown. So what happened, bro? I was with a young lady, and he goes up right, and he's kind of shy. First of all, the first time I said, bro, he looks like Michael Jackson from like when he got older with the Jackson 5. He had a big afro. It was kind of like had the it wasn't I ain't gonna say naps, but it was just. You know how they like yours, bro.
Yeah.
But it was like
The curly fro.
Yeah, it was curly fro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Had a little jacket on and stuff. And he was doing this thing, but he was kind of shy. Like, so he really wasn't like giving his out. But like, I started listening. I'm like, bro, that dude kind of hard, bro. Like, so the crowd started warming up a little bit. He came out of his shell. Yeah. And he was just that much, just sponsor me. She sponsored me. Like, he was just like going off, bro. And I'm like, I found out about him through Street Hymns. We connected, talked that night. Then he started doing more showcases up here. We'll like Chop Game with the showcase meet up and he was a cool dude, bro. Yeah. So like to see him elevate the way he is like, yes, bro, like you deserve this, bro. Like they don't get your style. I know. I've been trying to put people on the Tizo since like I didn't do it at first, but it was like when he started like kind of trying to figure out his style. People was like, nah, I don't like the way he dressed. He was just like, but listen to this, like, this mug, I forgot the name of it, but he did a video, and I think, like, Big J was, like, the main, like, character girl in the video. Yeah. And, like, I was just like, dog, like, y'all got to listen to this song. Don't worry about what he looked like. And people was just wasn't open to it, bro.
It's a hard part.
Yeah, people just wasn't open. And it was just like, but he was hard. And so now to see him elevate to the way he is, I'm like, and like we'll still chat here and there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I posted like his old video from that showcase that night, and he was like, bro, say this. I'm like, done. It's in the archives. Like, I'm not deleting this. Foggy Raw. I don't know if y'all know Foggy Raw. No. Foggy Raw went viral last year with the he did the video in Waffle House. But he did Alicia Keys' one of her first songs. He
didn't know my name when she did that.
You don't know my name. He redid that. Yep. And so I'm like, thank you.
He got into trouble around that, didn't he?
No, he didn't get no trouble around that. Because she
somebody. Oh well, somebody. I might have been another artist.
She okay. They actually like performed it together.
That's fire.
Yeah. So
it was another artist I think that tried to do.
He ain't Foggy. That's the problem. Yeah. Foggy a real cat. Like that's one of my. I should really. That's why you can't let me just have 3. Foggy really is like 1.5 on my list, bro. I've been listening to Foggy since I got saved. So I listened to Christian music 2014 when he went by J.O. And he did a remake to Aaliyah's One in a Million. And I was just like, that dude is fire,
that's so
bro.
crazy.
And
I feel like that's an easy way to it's a sound that you already know. Drake do it all the time.
Yeah, man. And I was just like, my mama listened to Foggy Raw. And so I remember when I was doing my independent field marketing, it was 2018, I'm posting Foggy Raw. You know, check out that polo on me, y'all. That mug hard. Like, people weren't listening, though. So I remember I went to his Solely Had, this guy named Solely Had. and they had Foggy as part of like the one of the acts.
Yeah.
And so it was the House of Blues. Wasn't a lot of people there, but it was cool. I took a little shorty with me, and he get there, Foggy doing his thing. You know what I'm saying, going hard. And then after the concert, you know, she waiting for an Uber or whatever. I see my boy Johnny. Johnny used to be getting all the Christian artists they shoes. So they was all Yeezy'd up through Johnny. He went to SMU or something like that. And little white dude, cool in the mud, bro. Him and Foggy walking up. So I'm like, dang, bro, this Foggy.
Yeah.
This dude I've been following for us. I'm trying not to be a fan, but
Yeah.
I played it out very well. But like, you know, we started talking. He was just cool in the mud, bro. Like, we was talking about shoes and stuff and clothes and all that. And he was like, bro, y'all want some pizza? I was like, yeah.
For
He was
sure.
like, yeah, he was like, yeah, like, bro, let's go get some pizza, bro. And he put my number in his number in my phone. Like, yeah, just, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna link up and get this pizza. They had to leave, couldn't get the pizza. But we started texting from there, like just checking in on one another, like showing love. He was one of the first like Christian artists I presented Church Boy to. I like, hey bro, I got this. Tell me what you want. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. I think he's going in a different direction right now. But it's just like, man, I love meeting new artists. I could be a talent scout on the low.
It sounds like
I really can, bro.
Sound
right.
Like it's just guys give me an eye for certain things.
Yeah.
I like people that are different,
Yeah.
but themselves.
Yeah.
It's like I'm an artist. Like I took all art classes throughout our school, all advanced art. So it was like I was what you see now, but imagine me being inside there with all these different other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Art wasn't cool back then, bro. It was not cool to be an artist. You was like ostracized. So it's
Yeah,
like
no, that's
I wouldn't
a
even
fact.
tell people I did art like
That's
that.
a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So I seen the difference. So I noticed like that's different and I like it and it's you. So that's how I end up coming with the artists. Like those type of artists I want to have in my festival. Like people, I love putting them on new artists. This, especially if they Christian based, bro, because they got a lot of good music, bro.
It's gonna be called Communion.
Yeah.
I got a name for it, I just ain't gonna share it right now.
Don't say it. Don't
Yeah.
say it. Don't say
Yeah, I
it.
ain't gonna share it right now.
I just thought Communion.
Yeah,
You know,
now, that's a good one. Don't get me
that'd be
wrong,
hard.
but when you hear the actual name, you be like,
That's tough.
You be like, yeah, that's clever.
Keep it on the low.
Yeah. 'Cause I just want to get the licensing and stuff right, and like it's just a prayer I've been having for the past year, and hopefully my goals in the next 5 years. to
Nah,
have a
we definitely
Church
gonna-
Boy Festival
Yeah.
with its own
Church Boy
name.
presents.
This festival in Dallas.
Yeah.
And maybe we can move around. You never know.
Man, listen.
It's dope.
This has been, man, I feel like one of the more just naturally flowing conversations that we had, right? We weren't trying to like hit a specific thing. We just
Right.
talk, you know.
Yeah,
and we
just having an open conversation.
you know, and
everything.
and just sharing, you know, each other's experiences and perspectives, and you know, and teaching studies, you know, how we see the word of life or whatnot, the word of God, and I'm just very happy. I know that, you know, Corn is going to be a blessing to somebody out there. And again, you know, our podcast is called One Life. So if Corn is able to impact just one person from this podcast, then we did our job. You know, it says when the soul is saved, heaven rejoices. You know, and so that's why we just trying to. God left the 99 and come back for the one.
Yeah,
you know, and so that's all we trying to do, man. This has been another episode of the One Life Podcast. I'm your host, Rady Shine. Oh, you know what? I'm so sorry. You want to pray us out?
Yeah.
I want your closing statements if I could, please.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I just want to encourage everybody to really give Jesus a chance. Like, don't get wrapped up into what you hear about the church. You know, people always got stuff to say about the church. It's like, the church is not that bad of a criminal. It's just easy. It's an easy target. You know what I'm saying? That stuff you hear about preachers and money, don't listen to that nonsense, bro. Like, actually get into the word. If you don't know none of the word and what it means, you ain't never had a prayer life, just pray this one prayer like, Holy Spirit, reveal yourself to me.
Amen.
And just do it. Just go in there,
Amen.
just read. Link up in a community full of, you know, like-minded people who got the same type of, you know, goal as you, and get into that community and just find a church. Just make these steps in your life, because honestly, you don't have time. We always think we got time, but you see rappers die every day. My biggest thing with them, I'm trying to cry. My biggest thing with them is that I always question Dane that he get that opportunity to know Christ, because we talk about all these materials.
Yep.
That's all we talk about. money. We all know people say money is the root of all evil. No, it's not. Money is not the root of all evil. It's the love of money
Yeah.
that's the root to all evil, and we love money. The media, the industry, all that promotes us loving money.
Yeah.
That's why people doing the
It
stuff they doing.
defines you.
It
It
defines you,
defines
right?
you.
That's why people
Yeah.
do all this stuff, these just to get money. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, if you pass away, I can't. It's hard for me. It's always a hard pill for me to swallow. So I just want to encourage everybody, man. Like, if God is tugging on your heart, man, just go ahead and listen, and like, give him a chance. Like, don't shoo him off because you might not have a chance later on. Not trying to scare nobody, none of that. But it's just, like I said, my plan was wait till I was 40. I almost didn't make it to 21. So I definitely want to see everybody. You ain't gotta believe the way I believe. You ain't gotta believe. I'm not trying. I don't get extra points for getting people to believe in Jesus. Like that doesn't have. Like I don't care. Like, but for your sake,
For your freedom, your
freedom, like try Jesus. Don't worry about the one tree you can't eat from.
I just want to double down and just really speak to your process, bro. Like, I didn't start going to church until about a year and a half maybe ago.
Okay.
I've been knowing God for almost 6 years now. And so it took me a while to get church. It took me a while to get community, but where I did start was in my Bible. And so I had not church hurt, but people, ostracizing people in my family for how they walked or whatnot. They walk in their life, which is their struggle, their temptation that they feel too. But how they treated them. And so I'm like, if people can treat them like that, then I don't want to rock with that. But then I got in the Word and I see what God would say about these people, and so that allowed for me to not be so hurt by God, because God ain't do it. It was man.
Yeah.
Man hurt you. God didn't hurt you. And people have, we are representatives of God. And so I say, be careful for being teachers and preachers, because these will be held to a higher standard. And so when somebody hurts you, just know that they are men, and they're allowed to have pitfalls. We're not expecting them to be perfect,
Right.
but that's not, God didn't hurt you. It was somebody who fell short, and we all fall short. So,
good.
great closing words, bro.
Yeah,
Great
appreciate
closing words. You wanna?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and pray us up. Lord, I thank you for this evening, for the spirit-filled conversation, and for you for you gracing us with your presence, Lord. And I pray that everything that we've discussed resonates with all of those that have been watching, because we know that our goal is just, if we could save one life, it was worth it. And just giving those the hunger to continue to strengthen your relationship with God and answer those questions for those that do have those questions, Lord. And I pray that you continue to lead us, guide us, and protect us. And in Jesus' name, pray. Amen.
Amen. Hey, just real quick, can I see your hat? No. I want to take it to the camera and use it to like transition out.
Okay.
And this was another episode of the One Life Podcast, sponsored by Church Boys. Halo.
Play it, boy. What makes you think to do that?
That was a good idea.
He just came up there off the rip, man. I really appreciate y'all for this opportunity, bro. Like, for real. I needed this. Definitely needed this, bro. And thank y'all for